2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32, and let me turn this on. Alright, and I got ourselves here a good game between some two great players from the DSL tournaments. That was a very good tournament. I liked it personally. And yeah, I gotta get this stuff. So let's introduce our players, shall we? Spawning as the blue orc from Korea, we have Lyn. And his opponent spawning as the yellow undead from China, probably the best undead in the world at the moment, we have 120. So the best orc in the world versus the best undead in the world. How can that really go wrong? I don't think it can. I think we got a great matchup here. This is, of course, Turtle Rock. Some say it's more of an undead favored map in this matchup, but there's some pretty good opportunities for the orc player, especially as Lyn is opening up with that Blade Master first. We're not going to see any weird Farseer shenanigans. And the Death Knight first out of 120, who looks like he opened up with ghouls. Either that or his graveyard's pretty late. I mean, usually I like fiends on this map, but it looks like 120 is favoring ghoul play. Ghouls is definitely something you see 120 do versus orc. Not 120, Happy do versus orc, but Happy usually waits till tier 3 before he makes that transition. So we're gonna have to see how this ghoul opener works. These 2 extra ghouls does confirm this to me. And Lyn, on the other hand, looks like he might be doing the one burrow tech, which is kind of a bad situation here. With ghouls, there might be a chance of early aggression here, which means a lot of ghouls up in Lyn's base doing some damage. And if Lyn only has one grunt to defend that, which is about only the grunt you get for a little bit of time with the one burrow tech, that can be pretty dangerous. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Right now 120 wants to creep. Neither player has scouted, actually. So I wonder if they have no idea where they have spawned. Lyn creeping out his ogre, gets a circle of nobility to start his game off, and it looks like he's gonna go in. Sell his TP, pick up another circle, and snipe away the ogre magi. But 120 does scout this with this skeleton, so he knows this is happening. He's gonna move over here and creep his green spot. Will be enough to get level 2 if I remember correctly. And the Ogre Magi drops Ring of Regeneration. Not the item he was hoping for. Definitely not the greatest item he wanted. 120 is going to get a very fast level 2. What do we see? Tier 2 on the way. More ghouls on the way. Still no graveyard though. I think he's going to have to transition the Fiend sometime later on. And we do see Tier 2 on the way for Lyn. Alright, 120 actually getting a very early creep on this red camp here. So let's see what super duper item he can get from that Forest Troll Warlord. Hopefully something good. Lyn is nowhere near 120 to harass this, so he's definitely gonna have to... Obviously he doesn't know this is happening. We do have a grunt in this base though. No Frost Tower, and he actually might be able to cancel that graveyard if he gets enough time. Lyn gonna try to snipe the other Ogre Magi and get the other Watcher Ward. The super duper item was Rune Bracers, not the item he was hoping for. Not really much in the way of magic damage from the orc races. And it looks like Lyn got a Prefer to Vitality from that second Ogre Magi. He's gonna use a Speed Scroll and a Healing Cell. But yes, there's the graveyard, so I do believe 120 is eventually going to move on to Fiends. Obviously, he needs the graveyard anyway to get the Slaughterhouse, and he definitely wants Statues and Destroyers with his orc. Meanwhile, Lyn, still at tier 2, almost finished up though, and it looks like he wants to go in with a little bit of aggression. He's got 2 grunts. He's got to be careful though. Death Knight with on the Holy Aura and a lot of ghouls. He might be able to get some surrounds on some grunts here. Lyn, of course, could pop him out with the Windwalk trick, but he only has so many Windwalks. Right now, he's going to push away that Death Knight, though. Keep on hammering away at the Death Knight's health. And basically, he's just trying to keep 120 contained. He doesn't want 120 to get level 3. Oh, never mind. He's already level 3. Alright, good cast. This is my first cast of the week, though, so there's my excuse for that. 2-2 just about to finish up for both these players. Lyn has finished up, and it looks like he's opened up double Bestiary and a Tarn Chieftain. So I do believe we will see Raiders, and maybe a little bit of Raider run-by shenanigans. The grubby style, as a lot of orcs call it. Yeah, and it looks like Lyn getting a snipe on the ghoul, but yeah, what this strategy does is there's no Spirit Walkers, so no Spirit Link, and it's really not a strategy that you take head-on fights with. It's a strategy where you do hit and runs. A lot of times they'll get pillaged, so they get resources out of it, force the undead to TP in, and then they just speed scroll right on out. And that strategy can be pretty good, especially on big maps such as Turtle Rock and Twisted Meadows. You tend to see this strategy a lot. +6, so positive attack lane there for Lyn, and 120 looks like he's going in. With his Death Knight here, some skeletons. Tarn Chieftain is out. It looks like he skilled Stomp first. He's just going to shoo away 120. Now, I'm pretty sure 120 didn't see much. He saw one Bestiary from his skeletal minion. Not sure if he saw the second one, though. His Death Knight's hanging around the harass. We do see the Lich out already. He's going to have Frost Shield in hand. Definitely going to make his Death Knight pretty tanky, especially versus a blade at +10 damage with 2 circlets and claws. It's looking like a scary blade. He's going to put himself right on 120, but there's the Frost Shield. There's the coil. He's going to chase him down. Meanwhile, we see Tier 3 on the way, Slaughterhouse, and an early Sacrificial Pit, along with some Gargoyles. 120 might be a little bit paranoid of the Wyvern. A lot of times orcs will get 1 or 2 Wyverns and just harass away at the Acolytes, and there's quite a bit of air coverage here for the Wyverns to hide, even with the 1 Frost Tower here. Right now, 120's harassing, but his Lich gets surrounded. Can he switch to TP over? He's going to coil the Lich, but eventually he's going to have to TP out. The Blade Master taking a lot of damage. Oh, there's another Stomp. He's going to Windwalk out as he is revealed, and he actually does save the Lich without burning the TP. Lyn going to use the Speed Scroll here. His Tarn Chieftain has no more mana for Stomps, and he gets a nice snare on this Gargoyle. Alright, 120 still just attacking away. He might get a Raider, though. Lyn with some pretty decent micro, though. Now the Tarn Chieftain taking quite a bit of damage, and 120 is just doing this with skeletons. We're going to see his snare on to the Death Knight. He'll have on the Tarn Chieftain, and he's just quick enough to stay away from these skeletons who are desperately trying to deny. And yeah, there's the Wyverns. Double Wyvern coming in, and even more Wyverns. Okay, so Lyn actually committing a lot to this. He already built a couple of Raiders, so this might be a fake out the 120. 120 is like, yeah, he's building Raiders. I don't need any more guards. Ooh, is this mind games? Is this pro mind games? But there is a shade here for 120. He should be able to see the Wyverns. He is going to see Lyn creeping out this red camp as well. So 120 is going to prepare himself. He's already coming over. He's ready to get that creep jack going. It's 38 supply for 120 versus 50 of Lyn. All right, let's see what super duper item Lyn can get off this Ogre Magi. He's going to get a Tome of Experience and a Legion Doomhorn, giving that Orc army Unholy Aura, along with Endurance Aura. That's a lot of movement speed here. We see the Windwalk by the Blade Master. 120 is prepared. He knows about the Wyverns. He's getting Ghoul Friends. He's getting Destroyers along with the upgrade and a Boneyard. Alright, now 120 is going to try to creep out these Sea Turtles. The giant Sea Turtles are known to drop some pretty great potions, such as the Greater Heal, the Greater Mana, the Greater Invuln. They also drop items such as Wand of Mana Stealing and the Roar Scroll, Scroll of the Beast. Alright, 120 creeping up. Lyn creeping up. He wants to get his Tarn Chieftain on level 3. Blade Master trying to get some damage done on those statues. There's a shade around so you can see that Windwalk Blade Master. Alright, let's see what item that giant sea turtle drops. He drops a Greater Heal. Lyn coming in to finish out the rest of this red camp. And is he still building Wyverns? No, he's banking at 50 food. He definitely doesn't want to break into that low upkeep. Tarn Chieftain just 2 experience from level 3. That's ridiculous. That's pretty close. That level 2 Stomp's going to do pretty well, especially versus nice squishy ghouls. Because not only does Stomp have a stun effect, it also does a pretty decent amount of damage, if I say what. Believe me, I'm an undead player. I know the struggle of Stomp. I know that struggle. Alright, here comes Lyn. He's got an invuln pod on his TC. I don't know where his Blade Master is. Okay, there's his Blade Master. Also got a healing scroll on him. 120 pop and destroyers. It's 49 supply for him versus 60 Lyn. Oh, 60 at 120. The colors are off. 49 of 120 and 60 for Lyn. So Lyn already breaking into that low upkeep. Alright, here we go. Frost Nova onto the Wyverns, but with only one guard, there's not really much in the way. Anti-air, nice stomp by the Tyrant Chieftain, catching a couple ghouls. Scroll the Beast going to be popped here. And Destroyer's going to try to focus down the Wyverns. One Wyvern goes down, another stomp by the Tyrant Chieftain, and all of 120's ghouls have been obliterated by Lyn's army here. Alright, another Frost Shield going on to the Lich. He's trying to keep him alive. 120's on the run here. There's even some bats here to deal with the Destroyers, and Lyn pushing in. Lyn getting a very good fight here. Now 120's Destroyer's getting destroyed by a bat. The end justifies the means as he screams his death. Alright, here we go. That Lich looking pretty juicy, and the ensnare coming in. There is a coil, though. One more coil left in the Death Knight, and a little bit of a missed stomp there. Nice little misclick out of Lyn. 120 now down to 35 supply. Lyn's still up at 59. So Lyn definitely with the advantage here. More ghouls being built, more obsidian statues. We got the first frost room on the way. But if they can get a decent amount of wyverns to focus fire them down. It's not building any more wyverns. Let's see if there's any upgrades on these players. Looks like level 1 armor was researched though. I'm still trying to learn how to effectively use this NetEase tool. Alright, 120 creeping out the giant sea turtle. He gets a greater mana for it. That's pretty good. A lot more coils on his Death Knight. Lyn, on the other hand, though, he's creeping out the other Ogre Lord. And this one drops a War Song Battle Drums. That's not War Song Battle Drums. That's Ancient Django Drums of Endurance. Lyn already has the Endurance Aura from the Tyrant Chieftain, so more than likely he's going to sell that. Actually, he should sell it because auras don't stack. But yeah, 120 at 43 supply. Lyn's still at a pretty strong 60 supply. He's got 4 wyverns. He's got 2 raiders, a grunt, and a kodo. Oh, 120 running in here. Almost. Lyn wanted to get the ensnare of the frost storm. There it is. Wyvern's going to try to focus it down. Stomped by the Tyrant Chieftain. The Death Knight is stunned. Can he get a coil out in time? He does. But that coil not doing enough healing. Froststorm goes down, and snare onto Destroyers, and with so many wyverns, there's nice focus fire. The coil was used on him, but to no effect. And Lyn takes game number 1 in this best of 3. 120 tapping out. If you like this cast, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me on Twitch at Thendis32, and I will catch you guys later.